Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we re-looking at one of the most sobering stories in the New Testament, the story of Ananias and Sapphira. It's a story about generosity, yes, but even more, it's a story about pressure, honesty, and the emotional weight of pretending to be something we're not. Let's walk through it together. The early church was growing fast. Some believers even sold property and gave the money to help those in need. It wasn't required. It was voluntary, an overflow of love. Into this atmosphere step Ananias and Sapphira, a married couple who also sold a piece of land. But instead of giving honestly, they held back part of the money while pretending to give the full amount. The issue wasn't the amount, it was the pretense. This story highlights something deeply human: the pressure to appear more generous, more spiritual, more successful, more put together than we actually are. Ananias and Sapphira weren't villains. They were people who felt the weight of comparison. They saw others giving sacrificially and may have thought, we want to look like that too, or we don't want to seem less committed, or what will people think if we don't? That kind of pressure can create incredible emotional strain. Pretending is exhausting. When Peter confronts Ananias, he points out something important. The land was theirs. The money was theirs. They didn't have to give anything. The problem wasn't the gift, it was the deception. This story reminds us that hiding the truth creates inner tension. Dishonesty weighs on the mind, and pretending leads to emotional fragmentation. The emotional cost of living a double life can be heavy. The sudden deaths of Ananias and Sapphira are dramatic and sobering. Why so intense? Well, the early church was in a fragile, formative stage. Integrity mattered. Trust mattered. Honesty mattered. This moment wasn't about punishment as much as it was about protecting a community built on transparency and truth. It is a powerful reminder that our emotional and spiritual health grow best in environments where people can be real. So what does this story teach us about our own mental and emotional health? Here are the takeaways that speak directly to our well-being. First, pretending is heavy. Trying to look perfect drains your mental energy. Second, comparison creates pressure. Ananias and Sapphira weren't required to match anyone else's giving, and neither are you. Third, honesty brings freedom. Being truthful with ourselves and with others creates emotional clarity. Fourth, community thrives on authenticity. Healthy relationships are built on trust, not on performance. And finally, God values truth because it protects us. Honesty isn't about punishment, it's about finding peace. The story of Ananias and Sapphira is intense, but it carries a gentle reminder for us today. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to perform. You don't have to carry the weight of looking perfect. Honesty brings freedom. Authenticity brings peace. And God meets us exactly where we truly are. If this encouraged you, drop a comment and let me know. And if you want more scripture-based reflections that connect with real-life emotional challenges, hit that subscribe button. See you next time.